Greetings gamers, FiOth here, and in this video I'm gonna show you how to defeat the Vermilion Visage and Captain Yuria. Now this is the final boss of the game if you choose this specific ending where the world devolves into this vermilion leaves flying everywhere autumn. And let's talk about the boss itself. It is a humanoid enemy and not as resilient or damaging as some of the other bosses we fought. The Vermilion Visage by itself is a joke compared to Belisarius or Nergai or some of the other bosses. There is a trick to this fight though. Once you get the Visage low enough, you'll have to deal with another boss at the same time, that is Yuria. It says a lot about what the developers are going for scenario-wise when you perceive this battle for what it is, but we should be discussing this in a separate vid. My suggestions here: fill your tool belt with healing items, and at least one slot should be dedicated to flax replenishments. You should have 4 slots at this point, so don't only have the 6 uses or the 5 if you're not using Tinkerer of one kind of health consumable. Have multiple slots for the various qualities so you will be prepared. I always suggest to have the Jaeger's concoction for extra damage. That is also kinda common and can be found in the world or crafted, and something that increases your defenses, especially sharp and technomancy, or you can just use the potion that boosts all your defense attributes by 2000. Now the way I'm going about defeating bosses in Bleak Faith is pretty much the same throughout. I am using bleed, hit, decay, lacerate, procs that deal passive damage when I attack an enemy. RNG oriented, of course, because you never know if you're gonna get a proc or not, but as you stack those, the boss is gonna suffer the effects, and slowly but surely you will be tickling them down. What's interesting about this fight with the Visage and Yuria is that they share one health bar. So if you damage one, you're actually damaging the other as well. With Belisarius, we talked about fighting it unlocked, and here I will suggest the exact same thing. Do not lock on to any of them, because you will lose all sense of perception when it comes to where the other one is. Now, specific attacks. This storm that you see some here is something that the Visage will do, so if the Visage gets killed and out of the equation, you will not have to worry about this. When it comes to Yuria, her most dangerous attack is the Sky Slam that she does. This, whenever you are slamming the Visage, she will fly across the arena and slam you for high damage, and if it lands on you, exactly at your center of mass, she will drop you on the ground. You're not invulnerable there, so until you can get back up, the bosses can converge on you and kill you. So that's why I suggest you don't fight locked. You have to know where she is if you want to be relatively safe. She has 2 waves attacks like the one you saw here. One goes straight in front of her and hits for multiple times, and the other is 2 waves that go in a cone and can hit you if you go to her left or to her right, but if you stay straight in front of her, well, they will not touch you because they don't go in a straight line that direction. Armor should be activated whenever you have the chance, just to be able to save one hit, and generally if you stay away from the Vermilion, it will have no way for actually getting close to you to deal damage. Yuria can jump, but the Vermilion cannot. As you can see here, the Vermilion Visage is dead right now, although I was attacking Yuria because of the shared health bar, and at this point I am just fighting a humanoid enemy, not the toughest hitting one, quite predictable, and one that relied on having another unit in the fight to stay alive. So once you've dealt with one, you can deal with the other. If you went vampirism and debuff build, you can put some extra lifesteal on your melee weapons. You can just hammer her like this and she'll go down without much fuss. Hope this helps. I'm trying to cover everything in Bleak Faith for seconds, so sub, like and share, and until next time, be well, stay frosty and always strive for perfection. Cheers!